Hi my dear children, today we can study new chapter 13, direct and inverse proportions. Direct and inverse proportions. First we have to study direct proportions. Now example, we have to take two quantities x, let us take it as x and y. X and y. Suppose x is increasing, y also will increase. This type variation is known as direct proportion or direct variation. Example, we can see if the number of articles purchased increases, the total cost also increases. One more example, more the money deposited in a bank, more is the interest earned. So, more money, 100 rupees depositing time, we will get 10 rupees at the end of the year. So, if it is we are increasing that deposit amount 200, suppose 200, we will get 20 rupees. If it is 500, we will get at the year end 50 rupees. So, more money depositing time, more interest we will get. So, this is known as one quantity increasing time, another quantity also increases. Same way, one quantity decreases, another quantity also will decrease. So, this type variation is known as direct proportions. After writing this lesson name, you can write this definition. Two quantities x and y are said to be in direct variation if they increase or decrease together in such a manner that the ratio of their corresponding values remains constant. That is, if x by y equal to k. K is a constant number, any positive integer. Then x and y are said to vary directly in such a case if y1, y2 are the values of y corresponding to the values x1, x2 of x respectively, then x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. x1, y1, x2, y2. Two quantities are there. So, we can use this formula as x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. Generally, we can say x by y equal to k. Let us see one example from your textbook. Direct proportion. Write the side heading, direct proportion. If the cost of 1 kg of sugar is rupees 18, then what would be the cost of 3 kg sugar? 1 kg of sugar is 18 rupees. Then what would be the cost of 3 kg sugar? So, what we have to do? Multiply the amount by 3. 18 into 3. So, 54 rupees. So, 3 kg of sugar 54. Suppose 5 kg of sugar, 5 into 18. We will multiply. Then 6 also, 7, 8. So, how much kilogram of sugar we have to multiply that much kilogram into 18. So, here we can see weight of the sugar cost in rupees. 1 kg 18 rupees, 3 kg 54. So, each number we have to use multiply by 18. 3 into 18, 5 into 18. So, this way we are getting. So, now we already studied one quantity increasing time, another quantity also increasing. So, its value is 1 by x by y equal to a constant. Now, we can use here 1 by 18 equal to 3 by 54. 3 divided by 54. That also 1 by 18. Okay, weight of sugar 1 kg, 3 kg, 5 kg, 6 kg, 7 and 10. Cost of rupees 1 kg 18 rupees, 3 kg 54, 5 kg multiply this 18 into 5 we will get 90. So, how to find out 6 kg of sugar? The cost of 6 kg of sugar is 6 into 18. 6 into 18 multiplying time we will get 100 8. Then 7. 7 into 18. 7 into 18 we will get 126. Then 10 kg of sugar we will get 10 into 18 180. Now these everything we will simplify, we will get everything are equal to 1 by 18. So we can say that x by y equal to a constant. X by y equal to a constant. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2 and then x1, x2 quantities and y1, y2. So we can write this formulas as x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. x2 by y2. Same way, one more example. Suppose a car uses 4 liters of petrol to travel a distance of 60 km. How far will it travel using 12 liters? So we can write petrol in liters, distance travel, distance in kilometer. 2 rows we can draw this way. So we know 4 liters of petrol, we can use 4 liters of petrol for 60 kilometers. 60 kilometers. Question is this: how far will it travel using 12 liters? So 12 liters, how far? So we don't know. So we can give here question mark. Okay. Now we can take which proportion. We have to find out this question as which proportion. 4 liters of petrol we can use 60 kilometer. Then 12 liters means definitely we can travel more than 60. So 4 to 12, it is increasing. One quantity increasing time, next quantity also increasing. So suppose we can take this as x, x1, x2. This as y1, this as y2. So we know if one quantity increasing, next quantity also increasing. So it is a direct proportion. We can use the formula x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. Now substitute the values. 4 divided by y1 is 60 equal to 12 divided by y2. y2 we have to find out. Now cross multiply. 4y2 equal to 60 into 12. We have to find y2. This 4 we can take to this side. So it will become divided by 4. So 4 and 16. 15 times 4 is 60. Now 15 into 12 multiply. This is the answer. 12 into 15. So 180 kilometers. So y2 value is 180. So we can find the answer 12 liters of petrol for using 12 liters of petrol, 180 kilometers can be traveled. So this way we can find out the answers. Next example. As an electric pole 14 meters high casts a shadow 10 meters. Find the height of a tree that casts a shadow of 15 meters under similar conditions. So one electric pole 14 meters high. So we can write one row, name of the column, height of the object. Height of the object. If it is 14, what is the shadow, length of the shadow? 10 meters. So length of the shadow is 10 meters. If it is 14 meter height, shadow length is 10. Next question is, find the height of a tree. So height of a tree, it is not given. So we can write it is x. height of a tree as x, so its shadow length is given 15. So if x meter high, shadow length is 15. So we have to find the height of a tree. So here 14 meter high, length of the shadow is 10. Then it will be increasing. The shadow length is increasing. One quantity increasing time, next quantity also increasing. So from this we can understand it is a direct proportion. So we have to write the formula, write the table like this. Then x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. So this x2 write. 14 by 10 equal to x2 by 15, cross multiply. So 10 into x2 equal to 14 into 15. So x2 we have to find, 10 you take to this side. 14 into 15 divided by 10. So fifth table we can cancel. 3 5s are 15, 2 5s are 10, 2 and 14 7 times. So x2 equal to 7 into 3, that is 21 meters. So here question is find the height of a tree. Therefore the height of a tree is the height of a tree. Height of a tree is 21 meter. Height of a tree is 21 meter. So these two examples write in your notebook. Then from the exercise, fourth question, fourth question, then sixth question. 2 questions, do it and send to me today itself. Then study all the examples. Several examples are given in under the topic direct proportion. Study well at night also. Evening also you have to study these all the examples. Fourth question exercise 13.1, fourth question and sixth question. Do it and send me now. Thank you.